Hi everyone, it's been a long time again since I did another video, so I thought maybe it's time I started that again. I know there are a lot of people who enjoy my videos and think I do really well. I'm not so sure. I think I make a complete mix up of them. I won't use any bad words here, but yeah, so I'm just waiting to start a booking session that I've been booked for because I do interpreting in Hindi, Urdu and Bengali. So while I'm here and I'm early, I thought I would say hello to all my amazing people out there, to anybody who likes to watch my videos or anybody who likes to diss my videos or follow me and stalk me. Hi to you too. I hope you have an amazing day today. So I'm here in lovely Fareham today, and I'm hoping to manage to pop to Gosport Waterside in between because I have another booking later, but I should be able to quickly pop there for lunch. Yeah, life's amazing, alhamdulillah. I think it's really weird that people actually say that, you know, you'll get to a point in your life where things will start falling into place, you know, things will start improving, all the sort of dark days that you spent feeling like you'll never get out of this and you're just stuck in a rut and things are just going wrong and from bad to worse and one thing after another going wrong. And those dark, dreary, endless days and nights where you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't focus, you can't do anything, you're not enjoying anything, you know, your kids are there and they're like an inconvenience that you're having to endure them, not enjoy them. You know, those are such difficult days, and you know, we've all had them, we've all been there. You know, it's not that we're never going to have them again, they will come back, because what I've noticed is that healing is a really messy process. It's really bumpy, it's a really long, winding road. Sometimes it feels like you're taking 2 steps forward and, you know, 1 step forward and 2 steps back. It's just constantly toing and froing. Some days you feel absolutely amazing and everything's going right for you. Other days everything's just going wrong from the minute go. You wake up in the morning and everything is going wrong. Like this morning I woke up and I had to get ready for work, I had to get to work, so it always takes me longer because I have to pack my lunch, pack the kids' lunch, do everything, make sure I'm sort of like properly ready and everything, other than, you know, just pull on something just to drop the kids to school. So, you know, it does take a lot more preparation, so I try and give myself an extra bit of time. But my 5-year-old's Weetabix spilt all over the table. Something fell on it from the shelf above and it tipped over. And, you know, in situations where we're feeling so bad and so down in the dumps and we just can't cope with everything as it is, and then one more thing goes wrong, it's almost like the straw that broke the camel's back. Just one little thing can send us over the edge and we could be like screaming, shouting, you know, in fits. We could be you know, curled up on the floor thinking, I can't deal with this, I can't cope, you know, one more thing to deal with. And yeah, when that happened, my immediate reaction was, oh my god, because I have this thing of saying that, oh my god. And then it's like, oh well, never mind. Thank God it was dry Weetabix. It could be worse if it was wet Weetabix with milk in it. That would have been sludged all over me, all over the table and everything. It was dry Weetabix. And then I thought, the kitchen's a bit of a mess anyway. Needs a clean. Never mind, you know. And I'd sort of wiped all the tabletops and everything down the night before. So again, it was another inconvenience. I'd have to wipe it all down again and stuff. But I'll do it when I get back. I'll do it next week if I have to. You know, no one's coming to my house. Even if they do, you know, they're coming to see me, not to see my house. And that is really a hard truth that I have to keep telling myself, is that when somebody comes to my house, I go into sheer panic. So if anybody has turned up at my house and I've been really rude to you, or not wanting to let you in, or not wanting to open the door, I actually panic. I have an anxiety attack. I think, oh my God, my house is a mess. I'm in pajamas. My kids are in a mess. You know, what are they going to think? They're going to judge me. They're going to think I'm a bad mother, a bad person, a bad human being, a bad host. You know, I just can't cope with it. And yeah, I am trying to train myself and train my brain to think, if somebody comes to see you, they're coming to see you. They're coming to say hello to you. They're coming to catch up with you. They're coming to, you know, look out for you or see if there's anything you need, or your children. They're not coming here to see your house, to see what state it's in, to see whether you're in your pajamas and your glasses, to see whether, you know, your kids are running around in their pajamas, you know, and then brushed their teeth or something. It's so hard. As a victim of 4 decades of abuse and trauma, it's been drummed into me that I'm worthless and useless and stupid and unlovable and, you know, unworthy of everything. So having one more thing that somebody can judge me on, and, you know, thinking that I'm a bad mother or a bad person, you know, in Islam I think we're meant to be really good at hosting, and if a visitor comes it's meant to be a blessing, and yet the sheer panic that washes over me, You know, on Eid, one of my son's friends turned up at 8 o'clock at night, and it was the day after we were celebrating Eid, so it wasn't Eid for us. So we were all in our pajamas about to go up to bed, and he just suddenly knocked on the door. I mean, why he was out at 8 o'clock on a school night, it was Eid for him, so, you know, his parents obviously didn't mind. And his dad was in the car and he was dropping him off, and I couldn't let him in. I mean, you know, it was 8 o'clock on a school night, so that's very inconvenient anyway. I'm in my glass and pajamas, so it's really embarrassing to be opening the door at that time. And then I knew that would just completely disrupt the bedtime routine. And, you know, if he'd come in even for half an hour, kids would be all hyper, running around. You know, at that time I need them to calm down to be able to go to bed. So I just didn't let him in. I just said, sorry, you know, it's bedtime, we're going up to bed. And I know his parents would have been so offended, and he would have been so upset by that. And it's almost like, how dare I do that? It's Eid, you know, he should be allowed to come in. He should be allowed to pop round to his friends. Yeah, if you'd messaged me and told me, yeah, we could have arranged something, because you hadn't. I didn't expect him, and we weren't prepared for it, and it wasn't Eid for us, and it was a school night, and it was 8 o'clock at night. You know, my brother-in-law turned up like that, 8 o'clock at night. Again, same situation. I'm in my pajamas, I'm taking the kids up to bed. I actually had leggings on, so it was completely inconvenient for him to come in at that point, the way I was dressed. And, you know, and we hadn't seen him for ages, so it was lovely that he turned up. It was lovely that he decided to pop in and say hello. I just couldn't let him in at that point. So I kind of like ummed and ahed about, well, I'm just putting the kids to bed. So he kind of understood and went. But again, you know, that is so offensive for a person. If they turn up at somebody's door, for them not to let them in. I can't help it. And what I've realised, and what I'm trying to convince myself and make myself realise, is that I don't owe anybody any explanations of the way I deal with things, of the way that I heal, of the way that I look on life, of the things that I need to do to protect myself, to keep myself safe, to keep myself healthy, to keep myself from falling into that panic attack and that anxiety attack. You know, I shouldn't adjust myself and make myself uncomfortable for half an hour and sit there, you know, like on edge, thinking, when are they going to go, because I can't bear this anymore. You know, for somebody to come into my house just because they want to, because it's their convenience and they decided to turn up. You know, people can come to my house. You know, it's not that I hate people. I actually love meeting people and talking to people. I'm very social. I just need to know, because for me, the unknowing and the fact that, you know, so much of my life was not in my hands and was not in my control, that I had no choice, no rights, no, you know, I was not given the power to make the decisions. Anytime I did make a decision, I was always told that, you know, I don't know what's best for my kids. I don't know what's best for myself. You know, I have to stay with abusive partners, whether I liked it or not. I have to think of my kids. You know, there's no way I can look after my kids on my own, because I'm crazy and I'm deranged and I'm unstable and I'm delusional. You know, there's no way I can provide for my children. I'm providing for my children. I'm a single mum. I work plenty of jobs. You know, I'm running Phoenix Rising. We've got 6.2 thousand members at the moment within 18 months. And by our anniversary, second year anniversary, I hope we have 10,000 members. You know, single-handedly, for a woman who has no experience of running groups, who's never done anything like this before, who's, you know, done bits and pieces of adminning here and there for other people. You know, I go on Facebook, I'm social, I chat, I share things. But to actually single-handedly set this up by myself, you know, I have help with friends and moderators and admins who help me. There's a few of them, so I'm very, very grateful for all the help and support that they give, and they do an amazing job. But ultimately the decisions lie on me. You know, I have to decide. If there's somebody on there that I'm not happy about, I will remove them, even if my other admins have approved them. If there's a post on there that I'm not happy about and other people have thought it was fine, if I get a bad feeling of it, I remove it. You know, it's ultimately the responsibility is on me to keep all of those members safe, to ensure that they are happy and safe and feel able to come on there and share and, you know, and talk openly about their experiences. And you know, that is a big thing for me. I want to make sure everyone's happy. I want to make sure everyone's safe. I want to make sure it is a friendly and safe and, you know, neutral platform for people to come on and use how they need to help them heal. So, you know, it is a lot of responsibility. Plus, you know, I'm trying to establish this as a CIC, as a charity, trying to see if I can get some funding for it, trying to see if I can branch out. I can do leaflets and pamphlets and information and booklets, and go into, say, schools or, you know, health centres or something, you know, any way I can. So I'm spend a lot of my time signing up to business expos, going to events, sharing, information about Phoenix Rising. I've given an interview recently to the Daily Echo, which I'm really proud of, and I can't wait to see it and wait for it to come out, but I have to be patient because I want her to do an amazing job. I don't want to rush her, and I've said take as long as you need. I trust you implicitly. But I'm so excited that I just can't wait for that to come out. So look out for that in the Daily Echo. That should be coming up in the next couple of weeks, I hope. And fingers crossed, it's going to be good. I just have this good feeling. When I did my radio show interview earlier in the year, I was so excited again. I was so excited for it. I just felt so honoured and privileged to be asked to do that. And it was really good. The comments I got afterwards was just amazing. It was hard going. It was meant to be an hour's episode, but we went on to 2 hours, and we could have carried on talking, but I had another appointment to get to. But it just shows how much there was to get through. And again, with this Daily Echo interview, I could have gone on and on for hours. I had to try and rein myself in. Missed an important appointment. Sorry. I hope she forgives me. I know she does. But yeah, there's just so much going on. I do interpreting. I am trying to establish an advocacy service with my interpreting, because I speak the 3 different languages, that it would really help people in the community if they knew they had somebody on their side from their community who understood them, who could help them in sort of support them and help them with things like application forms and appointments and getting GP appointments, school application forms, housing applications, benefit agencies, anything that they feel they need help and support with, that I can help them with, because I have all the experience, I have all the knowledge. I was so academically bright, I still am, so to be able to put all that training, all that education, all that knowledge into good use would be just amazing, to try and help other people to improve their lives. So fingers crossed, that's in the pipeline. We'll see how that goes, and I'll keep you posted. And it's been amazing chatting to you all again. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, check out my other videos and see how they are, and I hope you all have an amazing day. Fingers crossed I'll have a lovely day today as well, here in Fareham and Portsmouth and Gosport. And take care, enjoy the autumn sunshine, and I'll speak to you soon. Goodbye.